Hey guys, this is Tristan. I just wanted to give you an update because we are past our 24-hour Gauntlet loop. We've been trying to create a 3D walkable campus of Weber State University, and it's a very big task. It's dozens of buildings, and the AI is actually including 10,000 buildings because it doesn't know what's on campus and what's surrounding neighborhoods. So it's quite hilarious. The scope is massive. Let me just show you before I tell you any conclusions. So this is actually Cursor. It's working. I'm using the auto mode, and it's been running, like I said, for a day. And you would not believe how little of my $20 plan this is using. So it's really unbelievable, to be honest. So let me show you what this looks like. Okay, the way this worked is it gathered data from a lot of different places, including, I'm going to enable fly mode. All right, so it has like terrain, USGS terrain. So we have these mountains back here. These mountains are, I guess, resemble Weaver State's mountains. We do have mountains back there, and you can see they did a lot of road work. They spent a lot of time on those roads. But there's only a handful of buildings here. There's the D Event Center. It's a nice dome. It's not a half circle like that, but it is a dome building with a huge arena. Oh, look, here's some of the residential dorms, just basic layouts. And look, there's like trees, but just in this area. And the reason is that one of the things that it got stuck on, maybe not stuck on, but it focused on, hyper focused on, is it has a photo of this view. So it tried to replicate this view. And it's including like benches, chairs, trees, foliage. And so this view like is really nice compared to the rest of it. And that was interesting that it did that. In fact, I had to ask it to stop focusing because it was trying to optimize this one shot and tried to make it photorealistic, which is impossible. But it was like killing itself for hours on this. So that was interesting. Oh, look, here's the these trees are hilarious. That's like a all right. So here's the clock tower. I guess you could say that's in the same category as the real tower. And look at these buildings; they're kind of neat. All right. So before show you, I do want to show you what the real world looks like because you've seen what this looks like, the generated version. If we were to go to Google Maps, you can actually see here's the mountains that it was simulating. Here's the roads and the subdivisions it was building. The dome I was talking about, this D Event Center. It's not a half circle, but I guess it got the point that it was a circular building, a rounded top. But yeah, that's not super close to the real thing, but I guess you can understand it's like in a cartoon world, that would be a match. Here was the residential buildings that we were looking at, the housing. And let's look at some of the things that it actually did see. So that shot that I zoomed in on, in fact, we could probably zoom in on that. Let's see what that looks like. So this is actually the shot. Oh, maybe not. This isn't the shop. This is the area that it was trying to do this view right here. And it did a lot of Google searching to try to find actual images, and it used that for its sources. So I think it's really great. It's done a great job. But let me show you like how little usage this has done. Because like I said, this is gone for over a day. It did stop a few times when the loop broke or needed permissions. But for the most part, it's been cooking pretty good. And let's see, 281 million tokens. And you can see that it's almost all on the default setting, which is the auto mode. And let me just show you this. So I have the $20 plan, and I've only used of my $20 plan, and it's been going, I guess I could say it's probably about 10% a day, because this actually just did a reset. So it's 5% for half the day and 5% for the other half. So in theory, I could do 10 days of this Gauntlet loop nonstop, which isn't that ridiculous? I could have an agent run for 10 days nonstop, 24 hours a day, working on this for $20. I just think that's amazing. So I'm impressed by this efficiency. I'm impressed by its output. Maybe not. I guess I have to say it's not really blowing my mind. It's doing much better than I could build myself, but it's inconsistent in a lot of areas. The quality is high in some, low in others. So I don't know if I would call this impressive, but I'm going to let it run maybe a few more days. I guess if it lasts 10 days, it's only $2 a day. So yeah, let's let it run a few more days. See what it can do. Yeah. I'll give you another update tomorrow to see what 2 days of Gauntlet Loop looks like. All right. See you guys later. Bye.